Greetings, everyone. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill. Slaughter to Prevail. I haven't done that in a while. I mean, again. Yeah, I assume this will be agonizing. And so, I think, given our style of videos, that pun was so predictable. Yeah. But you know, predictable does not mean bad. Okay, so we're continuing with Costolum. We're gonna take them, all the tracks, in the order in which they are on the album, and I think this is the last one with an actual music video, so, yes. So, as a music video, so far we only did Demolisher and By Aga, and they were questionable. Yes, questionable. And I did get to see the first frame from this before I paused it to start the reaction, and it's questionable. So, this should be really, really fun and scary, and everything we already know, Slaughter to Prevail to the and also in the description below. Are you ready? Now. Oh, of course. Okay.
I want to know if you touch the center of your own soul. If you burn up and I feel like the drought, what has become? Shriveling close for fear of further pain. What you know if you just set the flame? I owe you all in the movie to hide it, the pain, and the victim. Tell you really time, I owe you all. Remember the limitation of fiction. Let your first burn after down the light. Let your first burn after down the light. It doesn't matter the story you were telling me. Sure, I want you know if you can't. There's a part in other. If you can't, then the accusation of betrayal. And I betray you, oh so bad. Wanna know what you ache for? I want you know what you live for. And if you will rest, you can make the fall for your life, for your fucking drugs, for the traitor. Let your first burn down the light. Let your first burn down the light. Let the fall for your life, for your fucking drugs.
Okay. Blood and Blink. Yeah, you just made me realize that he looks like a gangster after the song I Killed a Man. Yes, is the next one on the album after that one? I think so. He just killed a man. Look at him. Okay. That's fun. We know it's actually tomato juice. Anyway, basically typical Slaughter to Prevail sound so far. What really stuck to me was that, like, guitar melody, that screechy guitar melody in the background that sounds like an alarm. Yeah, that's like really, really evil and creepy. I feel that's so expressive because there's always this tension in the song, like it's building up towards something, and I think we already got like 3 build-ups into that main riff, and they're doing that with that tension really well. Yeah, and the way it kicked off with the vocals, like the really filthy vocals, and then he went and straight into the howly stuff. That was a really cool way to kick it off. But so far it's basic Slaughter to Prevail as far as I'm concerned. We go? Yeah, we go.
It's just me who you know how you came to be at. I want to know if you will die. In the center of the fire with me, and you're straight back.
Yo! Come on! Oh, dude! What the actual? Okay, yes, I love this one, man. Okay, so I don't know if you caught much of what was going on in the video, but I think he was some priest, and someone was in a confessional with him. Is that the word? I think that's the word. And that's like, that thing where you go to confess your sins, and then the priest tells you they forgive you because apparently they have the power to do that, although I don't believe it. The only reason I would want Alex Terrible's forgiveness is to make sure he doesn't come after me. Yes. Yes, quite honestly. Especially given his rather dashing act. And he did one of those, like, behemoth, Nergal-esque churchy gestures at some point while sitting on that throne. He's like devil incarnate in a church. And that's... No. No. He's not really devil incarnate in a church as much as he's a devil gangster in a church, yeah. If you ask me, because the bling. The second half of the song had so much variety to it, it was so cool. The lead style I thought was very like Jason Richardson, Born of Osiris style, except not that crazy because nobody's as crazy as Jason Richardson. Well, that is a debatable thing, because Archspire exists. But, I get your point, and it hinted me towards the Genty stuff and Corey stuff as well. Personally, I thought more Rings of Saturn, because when I see ridiculous, I tend to associate it with ridiculous a lot more than with virtuous. Not to say that Rings of Saturn aren't virtuous, but the ridiculousness takes hold. Same with Slaughter to Prevail. Yes. But I loved how it just had that spiraling up and down kind of theme going on all the way through the solo, and most of the variety actually came from the drum grooves behind. Yeah. And then how it just kind of cleared out and then peaked and dropped straight into the breakdown. Yeah. Like that evolution was so fluid and so cohesive, but also just like so epic and nasty and like in your face. Yeah, and I feel it was a really cool dynamic that they hit into the breakdown and then they bring the leads back on top of it. So it's like you have one element, then you have the second, and then you put them together. And on dropping on that breakdown, we had another one of these like really bellowing from hell sort of pre-breakdown moments. So yes. I just realized you said brain breakdown, and I agree. Accidental accuracy. Are we done? I think we're done. I'm in agony. It was agonizing. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we really appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Of course, yeah.